Good morning, one and all, and welcome back to this Thursday. It's almost the end of week 5 already, which is just crazy to me. I just did the math for somebody else. There are 8 days of school left for this school year, and that is insane how fast this year went. So, let me think. It's Thankful Thursday with Memorial Day coming up. I am very thankful for all the men and women that put their lives on the line every day to help keep this country safe and moving forward, especially right now when everything is so just kind of crazy around the world. So I'm very thankful for that today. Take 10 seconds and think of something for yourself. You got it? Good. All right. Let's jump into our schedule for the week. We are going to work on this in this video, so hold tight for that. I will help you with your word problem in just a little bit. We are on day 14. Yep, day 14. It's a problem about Mr. Rodriguez if you want to start digging for it. You've got your 8s to practice today. Make sure you do some practice on that. I know 8s were one of the tougher ones for most people, so make sure you got lots of good practice in. And then you've got one more day of practicing total 10 before it's your actual job tomorrow. So make sure you get a round or two of that in today. All right. The directions for today simply say to subtract. So we can do it lots of ways. There's already a video up with the 4 different subtraction methods. It works the same way as it would for any of these. So pick your favorite method and go to town on subtraction. But just like adding, the big thing is that you have to keep your place values lined up or your answers are going to be wrong no matter how perfect your math is because you didn't have your numbers where they belonged. And again, the trick for doing that is to make sure your decimals are lined up. And if you're one of those people that doesn't have the prettiest of handwriting, maybe some grid paper can help you do that. After that, it's just subtracting, and I know a lot of you are pretty good at that. You just have to remember that sometimes you don't have enough in your place value, so you have to go to the next place value and rename that, which is how I went from 8 tenths to 18 tenths. I took 10 tenths from my whole and moved it over here. And when I subtract off 9 tenths, I'm left with 9 tenths and no wholes because I adjusted my whole. So there's my final answer. Same thing over here. This is one where you got to be careful because I know a lot of you want to do this because that's what looks neat and organized like we've been doing. But that's not the case because I don't have my place values where they belong. That doesn't work for me. So I can't do this. That answer would be completely wrong and wouldn't make sense. So let me line it up again correctly. 9.9. Oops, and no holes. Now if it bugs you, because I know for some of you it kind of bugged you, there is nothing wrong with filling in those place values and adding a 0 here so that everything stays lined up and adding a 0 here. If that's what your brain needs to do your work correctly, do it. After that, it's just subtracting. 4 hundredths minus no hundredths is still 4 hundredths. I can't do this math. That does not mean that you get to reverse and go the other way around. I can't take 9 from 8, so I have to rename. Take my whole, make this 18 tenths again. I already did that math over there. That comes out to 9. Add in your decimal points. Your place values stay meaning what they are. 0 minus 0 is 0. And the 4 minus 0 is 4, which is why I still have my 4 tens here, or 40. There's my final answer. All right. One last one. All right. Here we go. I'll give you 10 seconds to try to do your work first and see if you can get it right before I help you. So take 10 seconds. Try it right now. Make sure you lined up your place values. Do all your subtraction. All right, let's see how you did. Can do this math right here. That comes out to 2 hundredths. I cannot do this one, so I need to rename. I'll make my 18 tenths again. I already done that math a few times. That's still 9. Now I can't do this, so I need to go over here. Now I'll have 3 tens instead of 4. Should make 10 in my ones place. Subtract that off. I get 9. 3 tens minus 2 tens is 110. Final answer. How'd you do? Hopefully you did a good job. I hope so if not, go back and check it. If you don't particularly like the traditional method, you can always use the other methods too. So go back and watch that subtraction methods video. It might give you a better option for getting subtraction done if this is confusing to you. Okay? Make sure you get this answer into your teacher today. Have a wonderful day.